Good day and welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Really appreciate you joining me today. Yesterday we applied some wisdom from a contemporary author. He writes in the area of spirituality. It's Eckhart Tolle. And we provided a quote out of his best-selling book, The Power of Now. We took what Eckhart Tolle had taught and applied it to what we've been studying here together for the last many posts here at your Vitality Project. Has been an application of what's referred to as mind-body bridging. More specifically, what we did is that we emphasized that it is often how we go about our daily tasks, which matters much more to our physical and emotional peace of mind than what we in fact are doing. So we talked about how it is that how is oftentimes much more important than what. Another way to put it, even if I cannot control the what of my day-to-day life, sometimes we just don't have that many degrees of freedom to be able to affect that, we at least have much more control over the how we adapt to and approach it. So one goal that we've been looking at in recent posts here at your Vitality Project, one goal has been for us to learn to identify what we're calling the depressor-fixer cycle, almost two sides of the same coin. And we're looking at identifying it when it's operating inside of us, and been practicing some skills that help us to, in a sense, defuse this cycle. We want to learn to be able to do this consistently and as skillfully as possible. So let's take another application of this diffusing of the depressor-fixer cycle and let's apply it to our lives today, or maybe better tonight, because what I'd like to talk about today or tonight is insomnia. I'd like you to think about a recent experience in which you may have had some insomnia. Maybe you had a hard time going to sleep, or you woke up in the middle of the night, or maybe woke up earlier than you'd like to have. Our difficulties with sleep are oftentimes linked to our having gotten caught in what we've been calling the red alert brain. The red alert brain gets fed by this depressor-fixer cycle of our mind and our bodies. And once it clicks in, it makes it very difficult to stay asleep. And one of our goals then is suggested here, which is, can we learn to move out of the red alert into the resting brain? If we can do that, if we can learn to practice those skills, our bodies will usually follow and we'll sleep. So tonight, when you go to bed, let's have you apply the exercise that we've been practicing here, mindfulness of the breath. The instructions are simple. I'll review them briefly, and then I'd like you to just take 5 or 10 minutes tonight when you go to bed, especially if you have a hard time either going to sleep, or staying asleep. And try this. Your eyes will be closed. You'll be lying in bed. Just begin to slowly breathe in through your nose. And notice, especially as you breathe in, that your stomach slowly rises as you inhale, and as you exhale, it slowly falls. So pay attention to the rising and the falling of your stomach. And since you'll be lying in bed, chances are very strong, especially if you're awake, that thoughts have already begun to invade your mind. So these thoughts and other sensations may come and go. And as your mind wanders, though, since we're going to be practicing mindfulness here, focusing on the breath, I'd like you to, first of all, notice thoughts from the day. It could be thoughts from the day that have just passed, or perhaps are worries about what tomorrow is going to bring. See if, rather than following the thoughts, whether it's something about the past day or something about tomorrow, see if you can return your attention gently to this rising and falling of your stomach with each breath. The goal here then is to not follow the thoughts, but to interrupt the thoughts and, in a sense, bring yourself from red alert activity in your brain back to a resting state by just focusing mindfully on your breath. I think for today, let's let this exercise be enough just by itself. So no further analysis or mapping for this exercise today, okay? Just want to encourage you to simply follow these mindfulness guidelines. I think of it, it's kind of like counting sheep on steroids. I want you to try this mindfulness exercise and see what you experience as you gently and repeatedly bring that red alert brain. Remember, it's the red alert brain which, left to its own, keeps us in the depressor fixer cycle. See if you can repeatedly bring red alert brain gently back into resting brain, and let's see how it goes for you during the nighttime. Okay, that's our exercise. I appreciate you joining me. I hope that you'll come back tomorrow, and we'll follow up on this and further exercises here at your Vitality Project. Appreciate so much your support. Between now and when I see you next, please stay safe and be well. Take care.